Hey, hey y'all, what's up? So I have a message and I was trying to get the intro right heck of times, but as I'm sitting here trying to get the message out and think about what I'm gonna say, I feel my throat being attacked. So that lets me know that the energies that are in my energy are trying to keep me quiet, but I have to get this message out because the thing is, even though I have energies battling with my energies, and they may or may not be trying to teach me something, or they may or may not be trying to project something. Whatever I figure out and whatever wisdom I pull out of that, I have to give it forth to those who may be going through the same thing, because mind you, there are billions and billions of people on this earth. Do y'all know that there can be up to 2 million people in one state? Like, I didn't even know that, but that's true. So that lets you know that this world is full of people who may be going through the same exact thing. So with that being said, I was gonna make a post and write it out, but I was like, it's too much. So I'm gonna put it in a video. And so I hope this finds whoever it's intended for. There are people, like I said in the beginning, there are a lot of people on this earth, which means that there's going to be thousands upon thousands of people that can experience the same thing, and but be at different points of the world, or in the same city or the same street or whatever. Okay, it's possible because it's called life. Okay, even though we're individual people, we still go on, like, we still go on with life, and life is life, and life hands out the same thing to everybody, just maybe at different times. So that's kind of what makes it an individual path, right? Okay, so boom, my thing is, why are there people in this world, and I may have been one once upon a time, because I did used to be in a hurt place from all the things that have happened to me, but a lot of it I didn't mean to do. I wasn't a I'll admit that I was a karmic, I guess, in a way. Probably, yeah. But it wasn't like an intentional karmic. It was kind of just like, oh, I didn't know, type thing. That is a thing. It can be a thing, because I do believe that there are people who um, operate in their trauma on purpose to hurt people, and then I believe that there are people who are operating in their trauma, but they're not aware. They really do mean good, if that makes sense. Like, what did I say? They really mean good, but it's, they get their wires crossed sometimes. Okay, that's understandable. So boom, back to what I was trying to say before the message gets too long. The people that are holding on to the trauma and walking in it and using it as, I guess, a defense mechanism in their eyes, but they're really using it as a weapon to others. If you come across a person who may genuinely share or have things going on that's similar to your life, don't take it as a poke or a thread or a read. It's I don't think it is. I really feel like you'll start to understand who is just making you feel comfortable by saying, yeah, me too, yeah. Or you'll understand, compared to understanding a person who is genuinely feeling with you. I'm not going to give it away on how you can tell. I just need you to figure that out on your own, because then I'll be giving the enemy direction on how to be better at being an enemy, and I'm not going to do that. So just pay attention, go back, like, take it back if you need to on what I just said. But what I'm trying to speak on is that the people who haven't worked through their trauma, so they feel like when someone agrees with them, or someone has something similar going on or went through something, they tend to think that someone's trying to attack them, as if they're the only ones in the world that have feel that pain, and they're the only ones in the world that have gone through that. It's kind of like a toddler in a way. Like, you'll probably hear me talk about toddlers a lot, because I actually have one. So I've linked that traumatic behavior is, excuse me, one thing that I do believe in a coincidence is, sorry, excuse me, is toddler behavior and traumatic behavior. Because if you know anything about traumatic behavior, normally it starts in early childhood, and that traumatic behavior will stunt the inner child, right? Leaving a person kind of like in their inner child vibe for even when they grow up. Um, and then sometimes it may come out as, oh, you're autistic, but if you know anything about the human body and trauma will rearrange your DNA. So anyway, I'm just jumping from here and there. I'm sorry, y'all, but this topic needs to be talked about because I think that can eliminate people feeling judged, people, projecting, because that's a big thing. I wrote a post about projection. I believe that projection is a drug. Like, when people be like, a love is a drug, I believe that projection is a drug too. Um, but there, the people, if you can get anything out of this message, just get this. If you are operating, or if you have trauma and you're just not trying to deal with it, but yet you hear people la 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 saying things that kind of resonate with you, don't always take it as a dig. Don't take it personal. Maybe that's something that you need to work on, which is a trigger. Those are what triggers are. Triggers are something that you haven't dealt with and you need to deal with it. And I know a lot about triggers because I have them. I have PTSD. It's not war PTSD, but I do have PTSD from my childhood, and I'm currently working through those. And I'll admit that because I'm doing it. So that's another thing. When you hear someone, talking about themselves, it's not necessarily to glow or to show up someone. It's because they have experience in it, they have wisdom in it, and if you listen to them long enough, they'll relate that to you and share that with you. But a lot of people don't like people that have a lot of knowledge because they feel like you're better than them, and it's just like, bro, do you know there are billions of people in this world that do not have the same knowledge and probably need it? So what are you mad for? Like, I don't understand. I was like, you were mad at school then, right? Like, I don't understand. Right? You were mad at your teacher because at one point your teacher knew more than you did. Like, come on now. So I don't understand how people get mad at teachers, but that's kind of like the vibe all day that I've been getting, the energy all day that I've been getting. Is just somebody is just upset that, like, we have the same story, and but why is that person better? Why does that person feel like you better? That person feel like you better. Let me knock them down. Like, nobody feels that way, boo. But you, and that's projection. That is literally projection, because if someone else had not more knowledge than me, I'm not going to be upset. I'm going to take that knowledge and I'm going to take it in and I'm going to pass it on to the other person. That's literally what I do. I love to learn so I could pass it on. I don't learn it to gatekeep it and then sit on it and what little Miss Muffet sat on her tuffet. Like, I'm not finna, what are you doing? Like, so that's just my thinking and my logic, and I have nothing else to say because I feel like if I do, it's gonna get longer and longer. But I hope someone takes away something from my little ramble. But yeah, see you later.